right. Here we go. Let's talk about
Great picture.
Let's talk about Magic. Let's talk about Magic Mike's Last Dance. We ran a poll on the Film Threat YouTube channel asking who would you like to review Magic Mike's Last Dance. Alan has just seen all of the episodes of Velma every week. Why? Because you asked him to. We ran a poll, and I don't know if you could say that I won the poll, but I got the most votes, and it wasn't even close. It was like 69%.
60-40. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 69%. Sorry.
It was 60-40, I think 63% even, whatever it was.
No, but we'll go with 69.
We'll go with 60.
There you go. Clip that.
So I saw Magic Mike's Last Dance. I have seen the first film, and the reason I saw it is I like Channing Tatum. I think he's funny. Olivia Munn happens to be in that movie. I don't need to say anything more than that.
Oh, yeah, she is. Yeah.
She is in the movie in more ways than one. It felt a little awkward for me. I'm like, oh, former coworker in this movie. In any case, the first Magic Mike was kind of interesting. It's like this indie film about, it is a personal story for Channing Tatum because he was a male stripper. That's how he started his career. He was a dancer, legitimately. And so it seemed like this organic thing. And then Steven Soderbergh, director, comes on, indie guy, and kind of forms a story around Channing Tatum's early career, kind of pre-professional actor as a male stripper, and all the stories that came from that. He kind of crafted a story. I don't even know if there's a second Magic Mike. I assume there was, because I didn't see it. But when I saw the first Magic Mike, I thought, I'm not the target audience for this movie. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was fine. I'm not the target audience. Well, let me just say this. I saw Magic Mike's Last Dance at your request, and I saw it so that you don't have to. I don't even know if this is a movie for gay men, because I was in an audience, maybe like a half or 2/3 full, and it was all women. And I sat there with my friend Tristan, and the women were not just there in the audience. They were hooting and howling and screaming and woo, woo. It's the most rowdy audience. Now, I actually didn't mind the audience being super rowdy because it kind of added to the film. But my friend Tristan and I said, everyone's just going to assume we're a gay couple, because there's no reason that two straight guys would go see this movie. And I'm surprised even my friend Tristan showed up. So we sat there in the movie, the whole movie, didn't react, stone-faced, many times with our arms crossed. We looked like a gay married couple that had just gotten in a fight. And we sat there the whole time, like, not reacting as these women. I mean, I've never seen a rowdier. I mean, I actually personally like an audience that reacts appropriately, applause, laughing, clapping here and there for stuff. I like that. I like an audience that is engaged with the film. That means they're not on their phones. But this audience was like they were at a strip club, a male strip club, and they were just going nuts. So I will say this. The story is incredibly stupid. The story is so dumb. If you've seen the trailer, you know the story. Selma Hayek's character is recently divorced, or she's going through a divorce. She's incredibly wealthy and rich. Channing Tatum's character, Mike, he's lost his furniture business at the beginning of the movie, and lost the furniture business. So he's bartending at some big ritzy party where he meets Selma Hayek, who's putting on the party. It's a fundraiser. And, he's former stripper. So it's the same character as the previous film or films. Was there a second Magic Mike movie, Alan?
Yes, there was. I actually saw the second Magic Mike movie.
Well, maybe you can fill in the details. Was it the Empire Strikes Back of Magic Mike movies?
No, it wasn't.
Thank God.
I barely remember it, but
thank God.
Yeah.
So the story is basically Selma Hayek's she's recently out of this relationship, and she wants to hire, hears that he was a former stripper, and from a woman that who's at the party, and says, Well, I want you to, I'll give you 60,000. I was give you like $6,000 if you give me a striptease dance. And he refuses. He doesn't want to be treated that way. And he does this dance. And the one thing I do have to give Steven Soderbergh credit for, there are no cutaways. Like, it's one shot that goes for 5 minutes. And it's just this strip dance for Salma Hayek. And I have to say this, Salma Hayek looks smoking hot in this. Okay, so the only thing that kept me in the theater, because I actually thought about leaving. I thought about, like, I don't want to watch this. I'm watching this for you. I'm watching this for you in the chat because I won the poll on our channel. So you forced me to see this.
You won the what?
I won the poll. But so I didn't really, all I'm saying is at least Salma Hayek was in there and she is smoking hot. So when they're doing this dance, effectively you watch Channing Tatum and Salma Hayek have sex with their clothes on. That's how, like, adventurous and active the dance was. It wasn't just, Channing Tatum doing the dance. It was, he's grabbing Salma Hayek, like her, like her butt's in his face and other things in his face, and he's all over her. But he's got his underwear on and she's got her clothes on, and it's an amazing way to open the movie. This is within the first like 20 minutes of the film. And then she's so taken with him. She's like, I want you to come to London. I just inherited this theater. We're going to get rid of this like stuffy play that we've been doing. And we want to do a play with male strippers. So it starts off as like, you think it's a stuffy play, but why does the woman, this is the big question of the movie, why does a woman have to choose between love with a poor man or stability with a rich man? Why does a woman have to choose between the two of them? Why can't a woman have it all? So you got your, it doesn't hit you over the head with this messaging, but it is sort of like on the nose. Like, a woman wants to have it all. I want a rich man who will do a striptease dance for me. So she puts this, she hires Mike. He doesn't even know that he's been hired to do this. You're going to create this strip show that starts off like some stuffy, Shakespearean drama, or like a Merchant Ivory film. And I mean, like, I can't tell you how many times I looked at my watch. I went to the bathroom twice during it, and I was looking at the internet kind of in the hallway while looking at the movie. Look, I watched the whole movie. I was there right up until the end, and thankfully it's under 2 hours. I think it comes in at like hour 50 or so. But and it just kind of ends right at the climax. It ends. Boom. I will never see this movie again. I'm not going to go see another Magic Mike movie in a theater. And I'll say this. It's just, I didn't hate the movie. I was indifferent because I am not the target audience.
And that's fine.
I'm not the target audience. I'm not target audience for this film. So I can't in good faith give it a bad review because someone else would see it and think it's the greatest film they've ever seen. It's Avengers Endgame with a batwanger between, with a third leg. Am I putting this, I'm trying not to use certain words. All I'm saying is not the target audience, but, and I'm not even sure if gay men will like this because it's not particularly gay, meaning it's very heterosexual. There's a final dance that Channing Tatum does with a woman in the show. She is smoking and she's barely wearing anything. So it's basically like a strip dance, that I was engaged. I'm not going to lie. NGL. I learned what that meant recently. But no, so it's like, okay, like the attractive women kept me interested, and it's a very, very filled with heterosexual energy. I still think the movie's going to be popular among gay men. I'm just not the target audience for this film. So I can't recommend it. Not for me. I don't know if you have any thoughts on what I just said, Alan, but there you go. You got what you wanted, chat. You got what you wanted. Alan saw Velma. I saw this. So there you go.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for doing this for us.
It's all right.
Yeah. I will not be seeing this movie. Yeah, it it's like a martial arts film. Hate to say it, it's like a porno. It feels like it's a thin story as an excuse to string together a series of male strip numbers, and that's what you get. And I think the audience reflects that. And I think it'll make a lot of money. And people get criticized. We've been criticized for basically saying this movie's not for us. The Marvels, I will guarantee you, is not for us. But that's okay. Sometimes movies are meant for a specific audience, and it doesn't need to have a broad appeal. And its budget probably is respective of that.
Look, if you are the target audience for this film, more power to you. I am not. And I think I'm done with the Magic Mike franchise. Our audience is done. The box office will tell. I will say this: opening night screening, 7:30 at one of the highest grossing movie theaters in America, AMC Burbank 16. And the theater was just over half full. So I don't know if that's a good sign.